So Mega Man, and I've talked about this in the last video about Mega Man. I really do believe Mega Man is gonna be an irrelevant IP in 20 years. We're not even give Mega Man 10 years. I know there'll still be a bunch of the 90s kids be around in the 2030s as well here. But the 90s kids will be in the 40s at this point, as well. You know, give Mega Man another 20 or 30 or 40 years, and Mega Man will start to fade out of the collector's consciousness, kind of like a lot of the very old IPs that will seem to be as forgotten. For example, a lot of the earliest cartoon characters are kind of forgotten. Okay, there's gonna be always new things that take over the popularity, and will these things stay? Will they stand the test of time? And when it comes to cartoon characters in movies, there's tons of movies that were very popular in the 80s and 70s that are forgotten today, that nobody really thinks about them as well. Okay, yeah. Okay, for example, I really don't know too many movies from the 70s besides Star Wars. I think the very first Star Wars, Jaws, and the Godfather trilogy as well. Okay, I know many more movies from the 80s like Indiana Jones, Ghostbusters, etc. But, you know, the thing is, I'm more familiar with movies that came out over the last 20 years than 80s and 90s because I didn't grow up in the 80s and 90s. And a lot of people now haven't grown up in the 80s and 90s as well. It is a generational thing. Mega Man will be dead in 40 to 50 years. Okay, unless Mega Man sees some massive revival. Okay, the reason why Mega Man comes back every once in a while to be in Smash Bros, to be in Sonic Racing Crossroads, is because there's a bunch of 90s kids that still demand Mega Man to return in some form. It's kind of like those people who want to bring back Banjo Kazooie, even though it will never happen. Mega Man, Banjo Kazooie, and Bomberman are characters of the past. Characters that are not very popular anymore as well. And a lot of Gen Z, Gen Alpha people would rather have like Among Us in there instead of Mega Man. I think that Mega Man is really, really, It says, this is probably the sixth best series Sonic crossover with. Are you mad? Pac-Man better as well. Again, I really was hoping that Dragon Ball would be in this. Like honestly, like because Dragon Ball and Sonic have so many similarities that I would like to see Sonic and Goku in like one game. But yeah, as well. But it seems that it's mostly like Nickelodeon IPs as well. And someone said this is the sixth best series. Of course, I disagree. I think Dragon Ball should have been put in, and especially Godzilla if they really want to put Hansel Miku and Godzilla and everything as well. But again, that deal with Nickelodeon probably is the reason I got these Nickelodeon IPs to cross over with Sonic as well. And of course, I think they did try to get Mario. Okay, but again, you know how Nintendo is. Goodbye.